welcome to my dark coloring channel. This tutorial is going to be about the color theory and the color wheel. Remember, if you like this tutorial, to give it a thumbs up so that I know what kind of videos to bring you guys in the future. If you want to see more dark coloring videos like this one, please hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. Subscribing really helps in supporting my channel and gives me the ability to grow my channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you are notified when I upload more adult coloring videos. Now let's have some fun and get into this tutorial. First, before we look at the color wheel, let's talk about color itself. What is color? Well, another term for color is hue. The lightness or darkness of a color is its value. Value can be measured on a scale from 0 to 100%, with 0 representing white and 100 representing black. Every color has a value. Every color also has saturation or an intensity level. Saturation is just the brightness and pureness of a color, or full strength. A color's intensity will change if tints, tones, and shades are added. Now that we've examined color and what it is exactly, let's take a look at the color wheel and how it's set up. So, let's talk about the color wheel and color theory. I have here in my hand a color wheel that I ordered for Amazon, and I will be sure to link it in the description of this video. I'm going to explain how to use a color wheel and what everything on it means. I will also explain how to use it when coloring and how to pick the right color palettes for your coloring pages. What is a color wheel, you ask? Well, a color wheel is a useful way to better understand colors and their relationship to each other, and it is useful to help colorists pick their color palettes for your coloring pages. So first, let's take a look at the color wheel. As I said before, it can also help you pick your palettes for your coloring pages. There are many different types of color wheels on the market, so you just have to decide for yourself which one you like best. The color wheel is made up of primary colors, secondary colors, and tertiary colors. What does that mean? Let's break it down to simple terms. Well, primary colors consist of the colors red, yellow, and blue. These are the main colors that make up the color wheel. These three colors create all other into existence. Mixing all three of these colors create brown. Next on the color wheel, you have the secondary colors. These are made by combining two primary colors together. For instance, mixing red and blue equals purple. Blue and yellow equals green. And yellow and red makes orange. Lastly are the tertiary colors, are created by mixing a primary and a secondary color. These are the colors with hyphenated names, such as blue-green, yellow-orange, red-violet, and etc. A way to change the color of a hue is a tint. A tint on my color wheel is represented in the middle of the wheel along here. And a tint is a color or a hue lightened and made less intense by adding white to it. Next is a tone. A tone on my color wheel is represented on the other side of the wheel in the middle along here. A tone is a color being neutralized with gray to keep the same color value. but it changes the intensity or saturation. If you wonder why you have so many grays in your pencil set, this is why. I will do an entire tutorial in another video on how to put those grays to use in your pencil sets. Another thing to know about the color wheel is a shade, which is represented at the bottom, middle of my color wheel. A shade is a color that can be darkened and made less intense by adding black to it. But if your goal is to keep the same of the intensity of a color while darkening it, instead of black, use a darker version of the same hue. You also have your cool versus warm colors represented on the color wheel. So let's talk about them. Warm colors on the color wheel are your reds, oranges, and yellows. You can think of them like fire. They are perceived as bright, cheerful, and happy. In a coloring page, the images done in warm colors can make the image stand out and draws attention to it. Now the cool colors consist of your purples, blues, and greens. They will make objects recede in your coloring pages. You can think of these as calm water. They are perceived as dark, mysterious, and sometimes gloomy. The color wheel is also a great reference in helping you choose an appealing color palette for your coloring pages. I will discuss some of the most common types of color schemes. First, we will talk about the monochromatic color schemes, are made by combining shades and tints of a single color. This is the simplest color scheme, but can create a feeling of organization and clarity. It's very easy on the eyes. On my wheel, that would be one of these. Next on the wheel, we have the complementary color scheme. It is two colors opposite from each other on the color wheel. And the colors make each other pop and complement each other, such as orange and blue, red and green, blue and orange, and violet and yellow are all examples of complementary colors. Here they are on my color wheel. Then we have the angulus colors, which are three colors next to each other on the color wheel, are considered angulus. Analogous. These colors are colors such as blue-violet, blue and green, blue-green are one example of a group of analogous color scheme. Let's take a look at my wheel and find our analogous colors. Next, we will move on to the triadic colors. These colors are made up of three colors and are spaced equally on the color wheel. Just remember that they create a triangle shape on the color wheel. And now I will show you how they look on my color wheel. Last, we have split complementary colors. These are the two colors on either side of a color's complement. For example, the split complement of red, orange is yellow-green and blue-green. Now we'll show you how to find that on my color wheel. So now that you know how the color wheel can be used, You can be more strategic about choosing your colors. Choosing the right palettes can help bring your coloring pages together and will help set whatever mood you're trying to express. I'm sure we will be revisiting more on color combos and the color wheel in other tutorials, but for now I would like to wrap this up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you will be notified when I upload more videos like this. Also, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for joining me and have a colorful day. Bye.